And welcome back. Welcome back to live commentary. I know I've done a lot of time lapses lately, but that's something I'm trying to do more of in order to keep the whole, the whole flavour of a let's play going. We can actually get rid of these now because we've got staircases. So I've worked a wee bit down here. I'll show you the nether in a minute. I didn't record an awful lot of the time lapse in the nether because I was under heavy fire from ghasts, plus I crashed twice, and that, once I booted it up again, I kind of forgot to start recording and all that. It was very, very frustrating, I'm not even going to lie. But one thing I never really spoke about was the flooring area here, the style. As you can see, we've got a border of cobblestone with cobble stairs, except for the corners, because I didn't think that would work. But we've also got a ring of fire, or lava. Oh, ring of fire. Okay, cringe. Anyway, no, it's a good song, but I'm just a bad singer. Anyway, ring of lava, ring of fire, whatever you want to call it. And then we've got some half slabs, or double slabs, sorry. And then it transitions to half slabs. So no mobs will spawn here, which is good. And the lava, the ring of fire, should light up the cobble here, and the double slab, here. We've got our portal in the middle, which I placed at some point. I don't remember when, but I placed it. And then we've got a few of our chests here, but not all of them. We still need to bring a lot of stuff over. And we need to find a place to put it. So, yeah, there's a lot to think about. I will be honest and say the portal's off-center, the staircase is off-center, everything is off-center. Am I going to change it? Not unless I am absolutely desperate. And I'm not, okay? We're only going to have one staircase, which will be here. I'll just leave it as it is. This is the way you can tell it's off-center, is because this staircase is central. The problem is, I don't think this is centered either. It should be, though. I messed up somewhere. Anyway, as you can see, we've got the upper level here. The pig, cow, sheep separator clearly isn't working. And that's a bit of a shame because I actually altered it off camera. I made it wider, so it gave the pigs more of a chance of, falling into it, as you can see here. That should be plenty of space. You can't tell me pigs are not getting pushed down there, unless... That's probably a good reason. It's Minecraft. There's always a good reason. Bugs. No, anyway, I've actually got a vague idea of what I want to do with the chickens with regards to the killing system, but we can do that another time. I'm thinking I might have an automatic way of killing the cows, and by extension the sheep, and I might just get wool from spider string, because I do have an AFK spider farm, so it's kind of, maybe that's the way to go. The unfortunate thing is we can only get maximum of 4 stacks of wool, I believe. Actually, you know what? While we're here, let's build bridges. I believe we can only get a maximum of 5. No, 4 stacks of wool, because we can only fill up our entire inventory, and that equates to 36. And then obviously 36 divided by 9 is 4. Alright, because I think you need 9 string. Same with glowstone, you need 9 string to create wool. It's not 4 in this version, so we'll only get 4 stacks of wool from that, and that's after a long time. But that's just something to think about. It would be more efficient to somehow shear these guys, but unfortunately we're going to have to do something like that. And unfortunately, as I demonstrated there, it's not like you can hit all the sheep, shear all their wool before killing them. You have to kill the sheep first before you can, shear the next sheep. So we might experiment with a sheep separator. That might be good. I'm interested in doing that. I've had a lot of ideas on what to do recently as a result of finding things out in that. Let's actually double check the wool situation. I'm sure I've done this already in this series. Yeah, so you need 9 string. I showed you that with glowstone, but there's confirmation that you can only do it with, there's confirmation that rule applies to string as well. Where's the iron? I actually died where basically, so we've upgraded to alpha 1.2.6. I started recording this episode in 1.2.5, remembered that I should probably upgrade at this point, given that we're close to the beta update, or the upgrade to beta. And I logged out on a bridge that was made of half slabs in the nether, logged back in, and either it wasn't there, or I just fell through it. It was very peculiar, but there you go. I don't know why I was going over there, because I've actually moved the portals. our only portal is here. Let's see, let's make ourselves a few picks, and welcome to the completed nether tunnel. I should have shown some of the footage of this. It was an absolute nightmare to build. The nether still crashes. I will not be surprised if it crashes now. In fact, I've taken to turning it to peaceful every so often, in the hope that will despawn the ghasts. I think I remember hearing something about this in the past. Not that obviously I was playing Minecraft in this sort of an update. Not that I even knew about Minecraft when this update was out. But through watching past videos that were recorded at this time, I believe that pigmen spawning was outweighed by ghast spawning. So in contrast to today, where you get more pigmen than ghasts, here, if a pigman despawned, I think a ghast would take precedence over it, or you'd be more likely to have a ghast spawn, and that's why you end up seeing more ghasts. And the other thing is, I don't think they despawn when you go into the portal, and they just keep spawning and spawning and spawning until there's just so many ghasts and your game crashes. Oh dear, that's needing fixed. But yeah, this is the complete nether tunnel. As I said, I've crashed multiple times recently in this. But it should take us back to base safely. There's our old tunnel, or our old pathway that's been obliterated by ghasts as a result of them shooting at me while I was working on the tunnel. But yeah, no, it looks good. I'm happy with it, and it's nice to finally get it done. And it's obviously, now we've got the coordinates, we know it's about 250 odd blocks long, which is a decent distance, but it's not too far. Plus it's fairly peaceful, unless there's a ghast like down below and it shoots up at us. It's become a thing now. Every time we upgrade, I need to check the wood generator. And I hate to say it, but I think this is the end of the road for it. I know I said that last time, or I know I anticipated that last time, but this time I'm 40% sure. So let's get the boats in the bar. Let's see. Drum roll. Hey, it's finally broken. It's finally been patched. So obviously before you would get like quadruple the amount of like sticks and planks from it because of the 4 cacti, I believe. I still don't know the reason for the water. But what does this mean? Well, it means after so many episodes, I can't even mind what episode it is, 73 I think. After so many episodes, this has finally become obsolete. This is now passed into history in the context of this world. So there you go. I mean, it's been in history. It's been historical Minecraft for many years, IRL. But in terms of this world, it is now history. It's now fake news. Anyway, let's go check the water ladder, see if that works anymore. I doubt it, but that's why we're checking it. I actually was using it a lot last episode, or when I was making the ring of fire at the bottom of the bowl. I was using it a lot, so because I come here to get my lava for some reason. Don't ask why. I just do. Right, there it is. Let's hop down here. Hopefully we don't die. We didn't. And no, it still works. Brilliant. We'll be checking that every single update from now until until the time it's patched. I'm sure I've already explained how that works, so I won't go into details again. Now, there's one thing I want to do here. Oh dear. I do want to get onto the, finishing up the chicken thing. But what I want to do, we've not worked in this area for a wee while, but I do want to work on the museum. Spit it out. That's typical me taking 10 years to say something. I want to work on the museum. We've got, well, we're in beta. Oh no, not beta. We're in alpha 1.2 now. So we've got to add things like netherrack, soul sand, pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern. Those are the ones that I could think of immediately. We've also got to add clay, because that was added in alpha 1.0, and we've got space for it that isn't filled. There it is. So we've got alpha 1.0 here, alpha 1.1 there, and what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put alpha 1.2 up here. So there we go. It's official. This is the alpha 1.2 room. We're already getting down the corridor a fair bit. So I'm not actually sure how many items there are in this update. Off the top of my head, I can think of 5 if you count glowstone. Yeah, I can think of 5 off the top of my head, but I might need to revisit my journal worlds in order to, you know, have a look at the museum and figure it out. I don't remember if we got soul sand or not when we first went into the nether. I don't remember, so I'm just going to say that we need to go and get some. That is our mission. Also, some more glowstone would be nice, although I'm not holding out much hope for that. Let's just place this back. We need to get a door or something in the side of that. The nether hub. I'm not even sure. Soul sand was definitely a thing, or slow. It was called slow sand. People called it slow sand because the name makes more sense. But there you go. That's mushrooms. Those are mushrooms down there. You can tell there's a distinct lack of gas. That's because I turned it to peaceful just a moment ago due to, well, the need to reduce lag. I don't want to crash. That is definitely not my aim. The mushrooms are all dark, which is interesting. Very peculiar. I'm not convinced we've actually seen soul sand. Are we even sure it's in this version? I'm sure I've had this debate already. But yeah, whatever. There's some glowstone over here we'll pick up. There's the cobble that I placed down at some point. There's some more cobble down there. I placed that down when I was gathering glowstone together. Alright, here we go. Let's just hop up. We just need 9. I'm out of netherrack, unfortunately. There we go. There's 1. We just need 9. There we go. Cool. So we've got 9. That's enough for our glowstone block. We've got clay. We've got pumpkins. We still need soul sand though. Oh, you put a sock in it! Now, I've seen a lot of gravel. Oh look, there's the tunnel. Let's go and have a look at the tunnel from down here. It looks epic. It actually looks alright. Yep, I can live with that. I can live with that going through the nether. Now I see loads of glowstone. I've seen gravel. Truth be told, I didn't even know gravel existed in the nether in these updates. Oh, go away. Soul sand definitely existed in beta, so if it wasn't added in this version, then it was definitely added in beta. I've just thought, I might have got my, hang on. I'm missing this guy because he's too high. I'm so high, I can see him. Oh. Anyway. Yeah, shout out to Nickelback. Best band ever. This guy's not leaving me alone. How can I'm out of range, man. I made no effort to dodge that, let's be honest. Right, let's go this way. Yeah, see, look, plenty of gravel up there, but no slow sand. Wait. I keep turning around thinking I've seen it, and it's either glowstone or mushrooms, or both. Maybe we've got to load more chunks. Maybe soul sand didn't exist in these early 1.2 versions. The pockets of glowstone seem to be a lot... Oh look, there's some. Yeah, the pockets of glowstone seem to be a lot larger than I remember them. But there seems to be less of them, maybe? I don't know. Oh, there's some right here. Oh, jigs, it takes so long to dig as well. I didn't realise. I mean, maybe it always maybe it takes this long to dig in modern versions. It's just I always have efficiency 4 or 5 or something like that. Both is possible. Let's get a fair bit because we might want to use it for something like a timer or something like that. I think that might be an interesting venture. A boat timer. We'll also need it to grow netherwort in about 8 years' time. And we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone by picking up the lava from here. And yeah, brilliant. Let's return to the portal, if we can remember where that is. Yeah, I'm wondering if soul sand was added later, because I couldn't see very much around the portal, whereas I had to come out here to find it. I could be wrong, I could have just missed it, but it might have been, you know, 1.2.2 or 1.2.5 or 1.2.6 it was added. Perfectly possible. That reminds me, one of the things added in 1.2.6 was the randomly generated lava pools and water pools. So if ever you're branch mining and you hear lava and you think, oh boy, a cave, only to discover a Y12 or a Y13 lava pool, you've got this update to thank for those abominations. I say abomination. They do present an opportunity to find diamonds, but obviously it's kind of frustrating because they don't lead to... Usually they don't lead to a cave. They do sometimes, but very rarely. The Plains of Gorgoroth. I'm just kidding. This is the Plains of Gorgoroth times 10. Remember what I was saying about Plains of Gorgoroth times 10? Yeah. Right, so it's time to set up this room for real. We've managed to pick... Oh, we don't have enough lava. Wait, one, two... No! No! Okay, whatever. We never picked up enough lava. And we need more stone. Alright, whatever. But we can place down the... Oh, we didn't get any... Would you believe it? I forgot netherrack. Right, whatever. Well, let's just... Netherrack will go there. We'll place soul sand there. We don't have a workbench, so we can't craft the glowstone. And jack-o'-lantern, that's not you craft it. Wait. Is that a bug? Oh, it must be, because it looks exactly like a regular pumpkin. But quite clearly isn't. Cool. Right, well, let's see if we can add any more. We can add some more lava lighting here. Again, this shouldn't burn down. It shouldn't, on the basis that I've already done this in every other room of this museum, this hallway of updates. So I'm basing my hopes on prior experience. There we go. Okay, I messed up. I completely forgot that these should only be half slabs, not double slabs. It does look better as half slabs, I will admit. Oh, actually... We wouldn't have been able to place the pumpkins without the double slab, would we? Hang on a minute, let's test it. So, we can't place it there. But then, we could do that. Yeah, doesn't work. So, we did need the double slabs for the pumpkins. Right, so clay was added in Alpha 1.0, which seems a world away now. We'll just put it there. And then these 2 blocks go in the next room. Netherrack there. And glowstone there. And there we have it. We've got all the blocks in place. I was just thinking, we don't even need lights above the jack-o'-lantern or the glowstone. But yeah, the glowstone breaks very easily. Let's not... Hang on a second. I'm always tempted to say the... Yeah, the nether... Not the netherrack. The soul sand seems to break about as quickly with your fist as it does with a spade. Yep, so I don't think that is a tool. I didn't know that. That obviously requires the pick. So yeah, we've got another update added to our Hall of Updates, or Hall of Versions, or whatever you want to call it. Pretty cool to maintain this, but there you go. I should say, one bug that has been fixed in this update is the one where when you right click on a chest or on a furnace or something like that, it doesn't use whatever's in your hand. So... You know, if you've got a lava bucket, it's not going to drop a load of lava. If you've got food, it's not going to eat the food. So that's positive. That's been added to this world. Oh dear, we've got more cows. We'll do the sheep thing another day. Trying to figure out if we can separate sheep from cows. I don't think so, but we can make an attempt. Right. One thing I do want to do though, to end this episode off. I'm not sure how long it's been, but we've done a bit. I'm going to make an attempt at trying to figure out how to kill the chickens. Basically, I've got an idea using the rule. Is it the northwest rule? The southwest rule, southeast rule? Southeast row. So as you can see, I interact with the water here. To put it more bluntly, I get burned there. So we're going to try and enable that for the chickens. That's the only other way I can think of, you know, killing them basically, getting their loot, because at the minute they're not, well, they're not drowning, so we can't do that. We're gonna have to do something else. So basically, the chickens are gonna get forced from here into, well, the lava's. Oh, you know what? We need a diagonal water stream. Let's get rid of this and pick it back up and hopefully place it there. Let's get rid of that. So the diagonal water stream, I hope, is going to go this way. From here over to here. Or we could just have it stop there. That would work. So have that there. And then we could have this drop down a block. Don't think that'll intersect with my thing down there. My passageway. Oh, it's going to intersect with a ladder though. Ooh dear, we might have to move the ladder. Alright, well we'll do that another time. Or I'll do it off camera. But what we need to do is we need... Chickens will come in there, that's fine. And then they're going to be forced against this corner here. Hang on, I need to pick up that side. So this is going to be the corner where their loot drops. So how are we going to do this then? There's going to be water in this area here, I reckon. Like that. Let's add a block there just so we don't waste any more glass. Okay, yeah, so the lava's going to go here. Let's get rid of that. We'll place that there. Then we can place the lava there. Oh, I messed up. I got the wrong corner. Oh, shoot. Is that corner. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Alright, never mind. The ladder can stay. The ladder can well and truly stay. Right, so the lava has to go here. Although we might have to put it down a block. Yep, that works. Cool, yeah, we're going to have to put it down a block. There we go. Now all we need to do is place the water there. That should... Oh no, oh dear. That was a mistake. Place the water here, that should drive the chickens there. Should work. And then we need a side. Hang on, do we have a block down there out of interest? No, we don't. And we need some more glass. Brilliant. So the access door I don't think will be affected by this. What I want is I want to create a bit of tubing here. We need to get rid of that. You know what? We could test it. All we need to do is that and that. Does that burn their feather though? Most likely. So then what we're going to have is a block there, side there, water there, and I'm hopeful the feather should fall through here. Oh, not again. So much fall damage. Oh, hi. Oh, there we go. One feather fell. We'll have to maybe do rates or something. I don't know. Figure out what the... Well, yeah, figure out the chance of a feather dropping and then how many are actually falling. Oh dear, we messed up here. I say we. I messed up. How have I... is this... Okay, we should have removed that block. So we've still got access. But what we need to do now is we need to realign this all. Unfortunately, we need to realign it all. So yeah, we're going to have to monitor the rates of the chickens, but you've seen it in action. The chickens should hopefully die against the lava there. And their feather, well, we saw one feather drop, which means you do get drops. At the end of the day, feathers aren't a huge deal. I'm making this sound like some sort of obsolete project that I'm trying to do. I I completely get that, because I've been like, oh, we don't really need wool, we can get that from spiders, and I'm like, oh, we don't really need feathers, we can get that from zombies. I guess the point is, it's a cool project, that's about it. We'll be able to get cooked food at one point in the future. You know, we could still get cooked food now, we just need to cook it manually. We can get leather. We'll work more on the sheep pen though, because I do fancy that we can get something going there. We'll work on on a possible sheep separator. But that was a real messy project. Loads of glass wasted. But, you know, trial and error is sometimes the best. Brilliant. And we've still got access to the whole thing, so I'm happy with that. Anyway, just want to thank you all for watching this episode. We managed to get the museum sorted. Next episode will be our last one in Alpha. So look forward to that. Will we be doing anything special? I'm not sure. I'll think about it. But until then, bye for now.